Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In this video I wanted to have a quick and dirty look at the Grand Theft Auto 6 mapping project and see how it's progressing. Now I don't know if you know this, but Grand Theft Auto 5 had its share of community made maps. Let me pull up a few. So the first one we'll look at is the GTA 5 O'Clock mapping project V1. This is, I guess, kind of an earlier version of what we thought the map was going to be, or what they thought the map was going to be. This is of course based on the trailers and based on the pre-release screenshots that we get. Like, there's plenty of stuff here that's wrong. Like, the dam and the prison are not that close to one another. The casino is not all the way out here. The casino's more over this area. Alamo Sea is the incorrect shape. Sandy Shores is in completely the wrong place. And the airstrip for Sandy Shores is all the way over here. As you can see, this was not identified as Chiliad just yet. And all of these roads, I think, are just made up. There is quite a bit they got right though, like the location of the IAA and FIB buildings, as well as the Maze Bank building. Franklin's house is in fact in this general area, although I believe it's here in the final game. Yeah, they got the LS Stadium there, they got the airport. Now this was version 1, so there are different versions out there, but let's take a look at some other versions. This map here by Tree Fitty is just, I mean, look at it, it's perfect. I mean, damn near perfect. Let's take a closer look. This has pretty much all of the bells and whistles that Los Santos actually has in the final game. And you can see we have Michael's house, Franklin's house, Trevor's house, Sandy Shores is all correct, the Alamo Sea is all correct. Like, this is a very, very accurate representation of the final map, and this, again, came out before the game released, and before we had a final version of the Grand Theft Auto 5 map. Now, this... I love this one, because if I were to do a mapping project, this is what it would look like. It's very basic, obviously. Very, very basic. However, it does have a few good landmarks, and it is in the general shape of the final map. You have the airport down here. Again, city. I suppose that means city. You got these oil pump jack things. I don't know what they're called. You've got the Del Perro Pier here. The golf course is also here. I imagine that's the dam. And then you've got the Vinewood sign and the wind turbines, Sandy Shores Airfield, the lighthouse up here. Look, they've got it down, right? Even though it's extremely basic and they don't have any road layouts, they actually got that pretty correct. Moving down, like I said, I did mention blueprints. These are some of the blueprints that pretty much gave us the layout of Los Santos. These were found from these blueprints here. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of pre-release images like this where they had the blueprint kind of laid out here. People would just go in, flatten that map out and have a look, you know, and then they stick it on top of their one and see what they got right. That's the end of those. But if I go over to here, we can find this. And this is just... This is it. This is the final map. This, once again, came out before the game's release, right? So they've got everything here. The Los Santos River is all blue, which is wrong, but the layouts, it's perfect. The layout is perfect. But it has literally everything. It's got the dam there, the reservoir, the Vinewood sign, the observatory. They've even got the little museum area over here. Needless to say, the people doing mapping projects are out of their mind. They are crazy. They're going in and they're looking at trailers and pre-release images to find everything they can about the map. And it will be like a few months before release before we get a final map like this one. That's the way it worked anyway. However, Grand Theft Auto 6 has its own mapping project. So if you go to this website, vimap.saamexe.com, you will find the Grand Theft Auto 6 mapping project. As we've only had one trailer, if this was GTA 5, we'd have nothing. But I think we all remember that big Grand Theft Auto 6 leak that happened, what was it, last year? That leak contained a lot of gameplay footage from a lot of different places around Leonida. But the best part is, every clip had coordinates on, so we can tell exactly where the clips were taken, and we can tell where they are in relation to other locations from other clips. So why don't we actually just take a look? This is the main map. This is the one that's being updated all the time. In fact, this was last updated February 25th, 2024. So it's pretty recent. Every time I come on here, I see something brand new, something I've never seen before. And I'm telling you now, it is worth checking like every week. Before we have a good look, I want to shout out all these lovely names right here, because these are the people that have been working on this mapping project, going through all of the footage, tirelessly mapping out this project. So honestly, to all of these people, god damn it, I salute you. Now, as you can see, there are different layers here, and all these layers are different versions of the map. And we'll go through them, but let's go through the main one first. Let's have a look at the key here, because we have all of these, which are all speculation, and we have all of these, which are all confirmed, we can map that out kind of stuff. Again, these are all regular stuff. We have coordinates from the leak, which are in yellow, coordinates from the trailer, which are in green, speculation trailer coordinates. We've got building names written in yellow, in-game names, location names written in purple are in-game names where the location is still speculative, and location names written in red are the real-life names or unknown speculative names. So if we move over here to South Beach, you'll see that we have trailer 1, 022. So if you go 22 seconds into the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, and I'll have that image on screen now, that is where we are. That is what we're looking at right now. As you can see, we already have quite a lot of confirmed buildings all around here, as well as some speculation buildings. This map is so incredibly detailed. I mean, we're getting a really, really good look at Vice City here. Like I said, everything you see in red is speculation. So all of these red roads here, they're all just speculation. These are all subject to change. All of the ones in black we can corroborate that with trailers and the leaks and such. Of course, the Ocean View Hotel, based on the Cleveland, is right over here. That's where we were in the trailer. As you can see, there's another trailer position. That's the Ocean Drive portion of the trailer. Over in the sea here, we get the very first shot in the trailer where it pans out and goes looking over to this way. That's how we've got, obviously, all of this. Trailer 1 pretty much solidified this part of the island. Down here, Fisher Island is brand new to me. We've got Palazzo del Sol and Villa del Mar. Both of these are the real life names, as indicated by the blue lines. And of course, Fisher Island is not the real name again. This was not on the map the last time I checked, so I'm kind of interested to see what's going to be going on with this. Port VC, we've seen this in the trailer. It's nothing too special. That's the one with the big boats. Star Island, Ferry Island, Watson Island. There's a lot of islands in this version of Vice. We've got the Venetian Islands. We saw this from the trailer. It looked amazing. Moving up, we can see all of these buildings. They have been confirmed. We know these for a fact. If we're moving over to the Vice City mainland, you'll see a bunch of different stuff here. We've got so many bits because this is where a lot of the leaks took place. You see all of these yellow dots here. These are all positions from the leaks. Now, of course, I've seen them all. I can't really show you the leaks on here, even now. But we also have some trailer positions here, as you can see by the green dots. A lot of these roads are black. They're filled in. There's not a lot of red roads here, and I imagine the speculative roads are going to be a lot more accurate because of the amount of confirmed roads. Hell yeah, I mean, we've got little islands like Bird Key, Picnic Islands. These were also not part of the map the last time I checked. I really hope they do have lots of little stupid islands with stuff on it. That's the kind of Grand Theft Auto stuff that I really like. Saints Row did something very similar. Saints Row 2, rather. Yeah, dude, I mean, this thing is just... Let's look at the airport. God damn. Now, we did get a little bit of the airport in the leaks, and you can see by the cones of vision here, that's essentially what we saw. We didn't see much, so that's why a lot of this is speculative. Trailer 1 apparently also had a bit of the airport in it. Alright, we've got the Vice-Dale County Jail down here. This is apparently where the first trailer took place, you know, at least right at the start. So that's where we've got all of this from. There is another position of a leak down here with a speculative building. This is probably just based on the coordinates that were in the leaks. Moving down to what is called Homestead here. There's just a small community, not too much. The creek has got fucking huge. Seriously, the grass rivers have gotten very, very big. Last time I was here, they were not that big. So what we got here? Research/poacher shack. Animal enclosure, that was in the leaks. We actually have a shot from trailer 1 here. Flamingo Wildlife Institute. There you go. That'll be where all of the flamingos and stuff were in that part of the trailer. Now, again, the last time I was here, I don't remember seeing all of this. I really don't remember seeing all of this, and this looks like a really damn fun road to drive down. Let's have a look at the Virginia Key. Cool. Grandin Park Tennis Center. Very interesting. Yeah, this just goes on forever. I imagine there's going to be some kind of funny Easter egg on one of these islands. That has to be, right? What's here? Keys Houses. Okay, we have a shot from the links there too. That's crazy to me. Now, the lighthouse. We've got Jason at Sea. Now, down here, there seems to be some sort of naval base. Naval Air Station. Now look, I love me a military base in GTA, so love that. And that is basically the Gated Keys. So moving up from the Grass Rivers, we have a lot of nothing in the middle here. Again, it's all going to be speculation on the highways here, but apparently there's going to be a State Leonida prison. Obviously, this is all going to be subject to change. More trailers, more pre-release screenshots, hell, more leaks. We'll get more detail here. Looking at Port Gellhorn, starting at Leonida State Prison. See, this is where I thought the trailer would have started, but I guess she's not really in a prison. Maybe she's just in a county jail or something like that. Yeah, we got the state prison. Nothing too much going on there. Moving up, we have the Port Gellhorn Motel, something we did see in the leaks. And here we are at Port Gellhorn. This place looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it's going to be a pretty decent community area. We haven't had multiple cities in Grand Theft Auto in a while. Port Gellhorn, while it may not be a city, I imagine it's going to be a pretty decent town. We have a lot of leak locations here. There was a trailer position here. Another leak location. And right here it says Drag Strip Runway. But right here it says Port Gellhorn Raceway. We're going to have a racetrack? Port Gellhorn Airfield. Right, so we're going to have a nice big airport, it seems like, as well as a racetrack in Port Gellhorn. That sounds amazing. That's great. And that looks like a nice big airport, does it not? I mean, of course, that is, again, I must say, all speculation because it's in red. But my God, that looks like a nice big airport, right? A Port Gellhorn Raceway? Come on. Nice beach area there. This is just going to be... My God, I like this a lot. Up top, we have Yorktown. I don't know anything about Florida. Is this going to be another town or another city? Because I would love that. To be quite honest, like I've said in my previous videos about Grand Theft Auto 5, I just really didn't like the fact that we only had Los Santos and a little bit of countryside, and that countryside was so boring. This looks completely different. I mean, my God, Yorktown over here, and we have Hank Hill, Domed Hills. We've got the Red Hill Forest and Red Hill on its own, I suppose. Lake Leonida has been one constant, I would say, in all of these maps. Up top, we have the Fairyland Forest and Ambrosia over here. And over here, look at this, Peanut Island, Presidential Bunker. That's something that caught my eye. Presidential Bunker on Peanut Island. That sounds like a fun place to go. And then up top, it just kind of comes out. And we have up here St. Joseph. And of course, moving down from there, we're back to Vice City. And down to Washington Beach. So, I mean, damn. Now, obviously, I'm just breezing over this stuff. But my God, there's a lot of detail on this map. I do want to very quickly show you some of the other community-made maps, starting with this one here, the Tachyon V. This version of the map has not been updated since October 22nd. This is a bloody old map, okay? And a lot of this stuff, like this, is going to be fake. We've got the Bermuda Triangle here. I imagine this is fake. But if we're looking at the general landmass and the general shape here, it looks pretty similar. You know, it's got a lot of the same stuff. Up here, they seem to think we're going to have a NASA. I wouldn't put it past them. Fairyland, yeah. Again, we have Ambrosia. We have Lake Leonida. Domed Hills. Port Gellhorn. St. Joseph. St. Joseph is over here. St. Joseph Marina. And St. Joseph was over here when we were looking on the newer map. Red Hill Forest is also here, Yorktown. And they've added a few bits up there. The Leonida Prison is still there. Grass Rivers looks a lot different, but still there. Hamlet Air Base. And of course the Keys. In a much different configuration than they were in the newer one. So it says a highly detailed map with a lot of speculation, most of which comes from the World Event List compiled from the September 2022 leaks. Yeah, so this is basically a leak map, not based on any trailers or anything like that. This is just speculation based on the World Event List, which was leaked. Now, if you're wondering what the World Event List is, it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto's version of Red Dead Redemption's World Events, you know, when you'd be riding along on your horse and then an O'Driscoll will come out at you and try and take you off your horse or some shit like that. There are a lot of world events for Grand Theft Auto 6, as we can confirm, and that's been put into this map. If we go to the Daz Rave version of the map, this is very, very little speculation and based on objective data. So I'm going to take off those buildings there like that. This is just based on data. This is based on what we know to be true. But this is also from October 7th, 2022. So it's a very old map. Not much going on there. If we go for April 19th, 2023, this is the Project America's concept map. This has a lot of similarities with the one that we just looked at from Dobzor here. As you can see, as we're flipping between these two maps, there's obviously a lot different, but there's a lot that stays the same. For example, having the port go down into the Keys here, all the way down, you've got the Grass Rivers, Hamlet Airport. Moving up to Vice City mainland, you've got the airport, Vice City, Rockridge over town, Little Haiti over here, Venetian Islands, the shopping district, Vice Beach Plaza, blah blah blah, the beach. Moving up, now we've got Sundown Airport, Sundown Beaches, Sundown, Copperhead again, Ambrosia. I'm leaning towards Sundown, Fairyland, and Copperhead all being real because they were mentioned, I believe, in the world event list. That's a lot of places, a lot of locations. Moving over to Ambrosia, we've got the farmlands, the tarmac, Lake Leonida again, the grasslands, another airport. Interestingly, Port Gellhorn here with the Port Gellhorn racetrack, Leonida Prison. We have another racetrack up here, apparently. Interesting. St. Joseph, again, is placed over this way by Port Gellhorn. And Hank Hill's over here, next to Red Hill. And the Domed Hills and Yorktown and mountains, blah, 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 blah. We've done this all before. We've had a look. Ignore this. This is just speculation, I believe. Yeah, so if we look at the last one, this was updated February 2nd, 2024. And I actually haven't seen this one yet, so let's have a look. It has very little speculation, mainly based on the data that the community has gathered from the leaks. And I would imagine the trailers as well. And as you can see, again, we're getting a lot of the same stuff here. Like these roads up here, so if we go to Dobzor's, there's that building there, the Ritz-Carlton. We have all of the hotels and bars and stuff on the on Ocean Beach. We've got Port Vice City, and again, this island is down here. Leading me to believe that it may actually be a part of the game. I believe this is Hamlet. This would be Hamlet again, based on objective data again. We've got the prison over here, nuclear power plant, body carrying. I imagine this is a... that was part of the leaks. We've got the airport again, and we take a look at the Vice City mainland. There's an arena, you know, like Fleeca Field. That sounds like a football field sponsored by Fleeca. That sounds amazing. These bits, again, this was all from the leaks, so this is all pretty objective stuff. The islands here, yeah, I mean, they're all there. If we just move over to Port Gellhorn quickly, because we did actually have a portion of the map of Port Gellhorn leak. And I mean, like, the layout, and that's what this is here. This is all part of the leaked layout from that map. And Hank's Waffles again. Going to be an iconic landmark, I'm telling you. And Lake Leonida, of course, directly in the middle up there. Yeah, damn. I mean, these maps are really, really good. And they're going to give us a really, really close look at what we're actually going to get in Grand Theft Auto 6. Whenever there's a new trailer that comes out, whenever there's a new screenshots that come out, even if there's a new leak that comes out, right? Come to this website and check it out. There's going to be some new stuff. And I'm telling you now, this is going to be probably the most accurate representation of the Grand Theft Auto 6 map so far. Anyway, so that was a, I guess, interesting look at the Grand Theft Auto 6 mapping project and some of the maps that come with it. I'm getting a gaming PC soon, so I'm going to be able to crack out a crap load of videos, all stuff that I've really wanted to do for a while, but I literally have not had the technology to do it. Now I will. So, thank you all for watching, hope you all take it sleazy, and I will see you in the next one.